Alright, guys, so I have been so busy in my real life trying to do a whole bunch of other things, but hopefully I'll be able to share with you very soon. But for right now, I really want to talk about Cartoon Network's new block that they have coming out called Acme Hour, where they've announced all sorts of new shows. This Christmas, they're coming out with a new Batman holiday special about Damian Wayne, who's basically going to be filling the role of like Home Alone, where he's home by himself in Wayne Manor, and he's defending it from all the villains of Gotham. That sounds awesome. There's going to be some kind of Steve Urkel Christmas special as well. That one I have mixed opinions on, but we'll talk about that later. There's going to be another Gremlins show. That's another one I've got very mixed opinions on. Lots of stuff, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to be looking at two different articles here. Both of them are comicbook.com articles. But, okay, so let's go ahead and get into this. And the first one, it's HBO Max's Harry Potter and DC shows to air on Cartoon Network's Acme Night block. Which is awesome. Some of HBO Max's most highly anticipated family-friendly shows are officially headed to cable television. On Wednesday, Warner Media announced a brand new programming Acme Night programming block for Cartoon Network, which is expected to deliver an array of movies and shows for fans of all ages. This will include a network televised debut of several upcoming HBO Max titles, including Gremlins, Secret of Mogwai, Aquaman, King of Atlantis, and Unicorn Warriors Eternal. The block will also include the upcoming Batman Caped Crusader series, which was already poised to run on both Cartoon Network and HBO Max, as well as HBO Max's upcoming 4-episode Harry Potter quiz show, which I have friends who would probably be able to get all the answers on that quiz show right. Me, no. In the world of Acme anything, and I do mean anything, is possible, said Tom Asheim, president of Warner Brothers Global Kids, Young Adults, and Classics. We know families want to spend time together, so we've created a destination for multi-generational stories that pull families together through the power of imagination. The block is expected to kick off on September 19th at 6 p.m. with a broadcast of DC's Shazam. Additional existing films confirmed to air on the block include Pokemon Detective Pikachu, Man of Steel, Scoob, Sherlock Gnomes, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Additionally, Warner Media had to announce a trio of new animated films that are expected to debut on Acme Night: the DC Comics-inspired Merry Little Batman, Did I Do That on the Holidays, a Steve Urkel story, and a new Looney Tunes cartoons movie starring Porky Pig and Daffy Duck. So that is that article there. I did have another article here going into specifically the Merry Little Batman block. So let's go ahead and get into that. There's absolutely no shortage of DC Comics-inspired movies coming out in the next few years, with a number of publishers' characters popping up in both live-action and animation projects, as Warner Media announced on Tuesday that will soon include Merry Little Batman, a new animated film that will air as a part of Cartoon Network's Happy Night block of programming before debuting on HBO Max at a later date. While a release date and cast have not been set for the animated family action comedy, we do know that the project will follow Damian Wayne and is aiming to join the rogues gallery of classic holiday movies. That's so exciting to me because I love every Christmas. I love to be able to sit down and just obviously watch the classics, not just like the classic movies, but I'll plug in the Cartoon Network Christmas DVDs, the Nickelodeon Christmas DVDs, So I really hope this could be another one I want to plug in every year. In Merry Little Batman, when a 6-year-old Damian Wayne finds himself alone in Wayne Manor, he must transform into Little Batman in order to defend his home and Gotham City from the crooks and supervillains intent on destroying Christmas. The film will be executive produced and directed by regular show's Mike Roth, with a script from Earth to Ned's Morgan Evans. You can check out the logo from the film below. Merry Little Batman was announced alongside two additional films: Did I Do That on the Holidays, a Steve Urkel story, and a currently untitled Looney Tunes movie starring Porky Pig and Daffy Duck. So there was another article, and I'm trying to find it, where they talk specifically about the... I'm trying to find it. Where they talk specifically about the Looney Tunes one. Maybe it's the no, it's not that one. No, it's not that one. I don't know. If I click another 2 links and it doesn't come up, I'm just gonna give up on it. But here, let me type in Acme Night Looney Tunes. Let's see if I can get a description on that for you guys. It might have been this one, the Deadline article. No, it wasn't. Because I remember I clicked on a couple of these before doing this. I should have been more prepared. I'm sorry. This might be it right here. Here it is. So this is a description for the new Looney Tunes movie. Planet Earth faces a threat of an alien invasion, and humanity's only hope lies with Porky Pig and Daffy Duck. Starring the classic animated Odd Couple, this sci-fi buddy action comedy turns Porky Pig and Daffy into unlikely heroes when their antics at the local bubblegum factory uncover a secret alien mind control plot. Against all odds, the two are determined to save their town and the world. That is, if they don't drive each other crazy in the process. It's like a buddy cop film. And then this is for the Steve Urkel one. A Steve Urkel story brings back one of the most iconic sitcom characters of all time for an all-new animated movie musical event, so it's going to be a musical. The holiday season has arrived, and brilliant but accidental-prone Steve Urkel has already ruined his local celebration by publicly humiliating a shopping mall Santa. In his attempt to make things right and score some nice points with the big guy at the North Pole, Steve creates an invention that... Where did I go? I lost my place. Steve creates an invention that only makes things worse. Using his big brain and even bigger heart, Steve must find the real Santa to see if together they can help the city and rediscover the holiday spirit. Jaleel White serves as producer and will also reprise his role, oh nice, by voicing the beloved super genius. So that's cool. So that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the information we have. So, my thoughts. The Cartoon Network Christmas Batman one, Merry Little Batman, sounds awesome. That sounds so cool. What else sounds good? So a lot of the fact that they're airing DC films like Man of Steel. I know a lot of people out there don't like Man of Steel. It's one of my favorite superhero films of all time. Love Man of Steel. So glad that they're airing that. They're airing Shazam. They're airing Detective Pikachu. Tons of good movies like that. I'm excited for Batman Caped Crusader that's going to be airing on there. I haven't had cable in a very long time, but I might get cable again for this Acme night. That sounds so exciting. I'm trying to think of what else. There's that new Aquaman show. Could be good, you know. I'm always hyped for more DC action. What else? So the Steve Urkel show. My thing with that. Who are you aiming to with that? Like, I mean, if you want to make a Steve Urkel, Christmas special thing, that's fine. But it's just like, if you had like a Steve Urkel cartoon already airing or something, and then make a Christmas special based on the cartoon, like I get it. But this is who's even talked about Steve Urkel in the past 20 years? See, that was one of the shows where it was like, oh, who remembers? It was Family Matters? Family Matters, right? Let me just double check. Family Matters. I'm almost 100% certain. Yeah, it was Family Matters. So, I mean, people talk about Family Matters in the sense of like, oh yeah, you remember that show? Yeah, I remember that show. Yeah, it was a good show. And that was it. Nobody's like, nobody has been petitioning, at least that I've seen. Nobody's been like, literally clamoring, like, oh, where's my Steve Urkel? I haven't seen it. So, I just don't know who they're marketing for this. But, I don't know. Same goes with the Gremlins, though I think that the Gremlins is a bit more marketable than Steve Urkel, because I think Gremlins is one of those movies that people... Like, isn't it Gremlins 2? Or maybe it is the first one. I haven't really seen Gremlins, not since I was a kid. And even then, I barely remember it. I know one of the two films is considered to be a Christmas film, and I think it's the second one. So I would think that if anything is in people's minds more, it would be Gremlins. So I don't think that's a bad idea. It's still a bit risky, I would think, but I think that the Steve Urkel one is probably going to be the most risky idea that they have out of all of these. The Looney Tunes one, though, I'm excited for that. I just don't be CG. Come on, just do 2D. Come on, please. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much my opinions and my thoughts on the Acme night that's coming. Yeah, just leave your guys' comments. Leave your thoughts down below. We can have a good discussion about this. I'm curious to know what you guys think. What do you guys think of this Steve Urkel Christmas musical that all of us asked for? Clearly, you know. The Merry Little Batman. What's your thoughts on Batman Home Alone? Yeah, leave your comments down below. Sound off, and we'll have a discussion down there. Peace.